So apparently there's like 4 houses in Divergent. Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Gryffindor. Wait, what's that? Oh, I'm sorry, that's Harry Potter. This is actually Divergent with all of these factions with really stupid names. Yeah, whatever. Divergent is directed by Neil Burger and stars Shailene Woodley, Theo James, Jai Courtney, Miles Teller, and Kate Winslet. In this film, Shailene Woodley's character Triss has to hide the fact that she is divergent, which means she does not fit into any of the 5 factions. So she pretends that she wants to be in Dauntless, which is where all the really cool, awesome people go who like to, run around and be crazy hooligans. Or at least that's how it seems like for like the first 5 minutes, until it turns out you basically could easily die by doing this. Whatever. But that's not really what this film's about. Basically, it's just Shailene Woodley, or Triss, falling in love with Theo James' character, whose name is literally 4, like the number 4. And basically, just her not making Dauntless and becoming factionless. That's it. That's the whole movie, and if you think that sounds pretty boring, you are absolutely right. I will start out, though, with the things I liked about this movie, and there really aren't that many. But, okay, I am a huge Shailene Woodley fan. I love her so much. The Spectacular Now is one of my favorite movies from last year, and Miles Teller is in this film as well as the jerk. And Shailene Woodley gives it her all. She really tries to carry this movie on her back, and for a while I was able to go with it because I love her so much as an actress. But in the end, she just couldn't, not even she, could carry this material and make this interesting. I will give Neil Burger that in some of the action scenes in this film, there is no shaky cam. You do see the things that are happening. The problem is, what you see happening is people shooting neon bullets and neon arrows at each other. Now to the things that I didn't like about this film. The biggest problem is the pacing is horrendous. This thing feels like frickin' Return of the King. I mean, it feels longer than Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. It almost feels as long as spending watching the whole trilogy. Okay, maybe I can't go that far. But really, this thing is just so badly paced, and that makes it so boring that it is just a slog to watch this movie. Outside of Shailene Woodley, there is really not any good acting in this film. Theo James, all the girls be like, oh, he's so hot. But he just gives a performance. It isn't bad, but he just has something really to him. He's not compelling in any way. He doesn't have much of a presence. He's just kind of there. Miles Teller just goes back to playing the jerk character he plays in a lot of his films, so this time he's not drunk. Kate Winslet is actually completely underused in this film. She's only like in 3 scenes, and she's actually really good in those scenes that she's in. But they just don't use her at all. And that's actually very perplexing, because she and Shailene Woodley are the 2 best actresses in this movie. The best actors in general. Jai Courtney, who is going to be playing Kyle Reese in the Terminator reboot, which I'm not a fan of that casting at all. I think it's a terrible casting. He gives a decent performance in this film. All he really has to do is be the guy who pushes his soldiers to the edge. He just pushes them and pushes them. And I mean, it's not exactly a hard role to play. And I actually have a huge problem with his character in a scene. So there is a scene in this movie where Shailene Woodley talks back to him. So he literally has Thor throw knives at her. And then, later on, she loses a fight to Miles Teller. And then he says that she is out. She is not going to make it into Dauntless. So then she gets out of her hospital bed, runs, and just joins their game of Capture the Flag without even, she is out. His character said that she was out. And what does he do? He goes, okay. So overall, Divergent was just a boring film. It didn't have really that many original ideas at all. It was okay. Shailene Woodley gave a good performance. Everybody else was kind of weak. Jai Courtney, his character, just the writing that betrayed his character, and if he really wasn't that good in the first place. Kate Winslet is completely underused. This film is just a slog to get through, so I'm going to give this a C-. So now I want to hear from you guys. What did you think about Divergent? So why don't you comment below. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. And if you liked it, of course, you can subscribe to my channel and you'll never miss another review from me. Hopefully with less rants.